Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price admission. Like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way. No long intros. Today's video, we're coming back to support court. In this one here, we have a one night stand that went pretty bad. That's all I need to say here. So we're gonna get to the video and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Kenny,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am here to try to recoup costs that I've incurred with my daughter.
Whoa, this is a weird looking couple
She's
here.
9 years old. She's been with me since birth, and I'm paying for everything. I've been doing it all on my own,
All right.
without a problem, but I've been doing it all on my own.
All right. And when you say all on your own, dad isn't helping out financially at all?
At all.
Okay. And you said your daughter's 9.
Yes.
Is she involved in any type of extracurricular activities? That word always messes me up.
Yes, ma'am. Basketball, track and field, and tennis.
Okay.
All right. Does dad pay for any of those?
No, ma'am.
How much are the fees associated annually with each one of those?
Annually, probably roughly $4,700.
Wow.
All right. Is dad aware that she's in these activities?
Yes.
All right.
Hold on. Before we get started here, what kind of teachers and coaches has she got to be paying close to 5 G's a month? And is this kid gifted here? Let me level set here why I'm saying that. I know times have changed. Inflation is kicked in. But when I was 9 years old, I was taking piano lessons. I was taking music theory. I was in baseball. I was just beginning basketball. I've done football. I was in sports all year round, including doing musical things as well. I know if I looked up the things here and then try to equate that to 2022, my parents were not paying no $5,000 a year. So is this kid gifted and doing all his can, or she is somebody who's like, my baby gonna get it all? Only reason why I'm saying this though, because that is a high astronomical number. Now, if this kid was a little bit older and saying basketball AAU, I can get that. But at 9 years old, man, oh man, comment section. Do you guys have kids and y'all paying as much for activities? I'm just kind of curious because that's a lot of money for a 9-year-old. But let's continue.
Extracurricular activities, does he attend those?
No, Your Honor.
So he doesn't pay for those?
No.
So what is the backstory? I mean, she's 9, so were you all in a relationship previously? Like what happened?
We were in a situationship for a weekend.
What in the world is that?
Well, it was
Right,
a little
Judge.
bit more than a one-night stand. It lasted approximately 72 hours. I was on business in Washington, D.C., and he was there for a teacher's conference. I met him at a nightclub.
Ooh,
and
I need to be careful what I ask.
well, listen, the night grew long, and things happened within the next 72 hours. And so, yeah, that's the
Okay.
extent of it.
You see the judge? I'm caught off guard too. 72 hours. Wait a minute. So you met Stud, you're on business, and then from like what, Friday to Sunday, y'all just didn't leave the damn hotel room? Y'all just buns glazing? Hey, Judge, I know you say you shouldn't ask that question. I'm glad you asked. I want to hear more details from her. Let's continue. Lord have mercy.
Okay, and you got pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Was he involved in the pregnancy?
Well, he was definitely there.
Well, no, throughout your pregnancy.
Oh, throughout? No, ma'am.
Okay. So you just literally had the baby, no help from him, nothing like that. Did he show up at the hospital?
No, he was late.
Okay. So did you all have a DNA test done?
No.
Does he know he's the father?
He doesn't think that he is, and he's the only Caucasian that I've ever been with, so.
Okay.
Oh, he is the only Caucasian I have been with. Boy, you chose right for your first time on the white CC, baby girl. You chose right for the white CC, didn't you? Comment section, what do you think here? Let's get back.
So that's where the issue lies then. He doesn't
Basically.
believe he's the father, which is why he hasn't given you any money.
But he sent text messages. And he
Text
sent
messages, okay.
happy birthdays, you know, things
Okay.
of that nature. How is she doing? So I believe if he didn't care at all, he wouldn't send those text messages. Now, he's done that for the past 9 years. I've just never seen any greenbacks to follow those texts.
Okay.
No
So when
greenbacks,
he
huh?
arrived at the hospital, did he sign the acknowledgement of paternity?
No, Your Honor, when I meant he was late, the baby was already a week old at the time. I was already at home. We'd left the hospital. That's what I mean by late.
Oh, so he didn't show up at the hospital at all?
No, Your Honor.
So he didn't sign the birth certificate or any acknowledgement of paternity or anything like that?
No.
Okay. So you're here today to do what exactly?
Well, I was hoping you would be able to help me, first and foremost, establish paternity
Okay.
at this point.
All right.
And
We
possibly
would definitely have to do that before any child support takes place.
Of course,
Okay.
of course.
All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, that's pretty much it. I've just been doing everything on my own. In my heart of hearts, I know that he is the father. I have no doubt. I'm just needing assistance.
Okay. All right. All right. Sir?
Before she goes to him, let me point this out, tribe and family. This child is 9 years old. Men, if there's any question that a child could be yours and the woman's come to you here, get that DNA test out the way. You don't want to wait. Now, this kid is 9 years old. Let me just pose a few examples before I get back to the video. If this kid is actually yours, you've missed out on the first 9 years of your child's life that you can't even get back. There is a lot of development, a lot of good times that go raising that kid in those first 9 years. So if it's actually yours, you do not want to wait that long and then you got to live with this regret, or the kid has all these regrets of not having their kid in their lives for those first 9 years here. That is one item. Another thing too is child support, what she's looking for. What does she say? Greenbacks. She can easily petition for back child support because he is the DNA. The DNA shows that he is the father. So fellas, you don't want to wait so long where that you could easily just paying a few $100s a month to get caught up, or you're paying $75,000 in back child support. And what happens at that point then? All you gotta do is be late a little bit here and yo ass is going to jail. So let's not procrastinate. Let's not just look at the fact that, oh, you know, I had a one night stand, I can't trust it. Well, you know what you can do? You can do paternity before the baby's born or after that baby's born. Get it done as soon as possible, because that's gonna be your detriment if you wait this long here. And the same thing here, ladies here too. Why would you wait? I know she stated that she's been texting and things of that nature. There have to be more deliberate, results than waiting 9 years for this point here. And another item, you chose a white Pookie and Ray Ray. Let's just say what it is. Black women want to say, I'm gonna go out my rice and get me a white man. And you wanna know something? There's Pookie and Ray Rays in every race. So let's continue.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is what she's saying. Now, let me be clear in my questions, because I just realized that I probably shouldn't have asked that question like that. Now, bypass all the 72
Okay,
hour
Judge.
stuff that she talked about, right? Now, she's pregnant.
She was.
Okay, you were not involved in that process at all in
No.
terms of the pregnancy.
Look, let me just start off by saying that most of what she said is essentially true.
Okay.
Although
Okay, you're
there's some
agreeing.
giant omissions in there and some things
Okay.
that you need to take into account to get the full picture.
Well, does it involve the 72 hour
So
thing?
we were
The
we
72
were
hours.
involved approximately that amount of time. Yes,
Okay.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't want to know any specific
don't
details
worry.
about that.
Judge don't want it no more.
I'm not here to give you the details of it. I'm just here to tell you that we were
Comment
in
section,
an
y'all with the
intimate
details, don't
relationship,
y'all?
On and off for about 72 hours, yes.
Okay. So,
Wait a minute. I had to pause there. Dude, how the hell are you on and off for 72 hours? There is no such thing of on and off in 72 hours. You know what on and off means? Hey, I gotta use the bathroom. Hey, I gotta get something to eat. Hey, I need to take a little bit of nap. When I wake up, let me go ahead and glaze those cheeks a little bit more. All right, I need to go get some hot dogs. I need to go get a hamburger. All right, it's 10 o'clock. Come back to the hotel room. Baby girl, let me wax that back. It's buns glazing weekend time in DC. My man's a white man, so I'm about to get that chocolate city. There's no on and off. It's called taking breaks in 72 hours. Dude, come on, let's be real. I know I jumped the gun and called him a Pookie and Ray Ray. I can see here, he is a Pookie and Ray Ray. Let's continue on and let's see how much his Pookieism continues here with his reasoning and his logic here.
After you found out she was pregnant, what happened?
Well, first let me add some context to everything.
You got
before
context?
I answer that, Your Honor. She works for the federal government. I'm
Okay.
a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. She
Okay.
makes significantly more money than I do. I make about $60,000 a year. I don't know the exact figure of her annual income, but I know it's a lot more than that. She's in far better.
Hold on. Before he continues here, yes, she sounds like she does good because she got her kid in activities paying about 5 G's a year of no assistance here. Dude, you're a teacher making 60? Oh man, if this is your kid, dude, you paying. I hate the child support system, right? But you're obviously being a Pookie and Ray Ray, not taking care of responsibilities, or at least doing the due diligence to get a DNA test to confirm if this baby's yours or not. Here's the thing too, does the baby look biracial, or does this baby look full blood black? Because you have 9 years to see if there's any trace in you and her. But for you to say this here, this is bad, y'all. This is bad. Let's continue.
Better position to support her daughter than I would be, and what she's asking for.
You
for
said
me
her daughter, so you truly don't believe this is your child?
I am willing to accept that it may be, but we've not done a DNA test. What she said about being only with one Caucasian man, I have no way of knowing if that's true. She's lied before to me. So don't take, she was honest with a lot of the stuff she said fairly, but here's a big thing she forgot to mention. I have a son of my own. I have a newborn son, and with my fiance.
Congratulations.
What does
Thank
that
you
have
very
to do
much.
with this?
This is
Well,
what it
I allowed you
Okay.
the opportunity to speak. This is his time.
Yes,
Now I
ma'am.
asked you, was there anything else you needed me to know before I moved over to
But I
you?
already know he's gonna push my buttons.
Okay, well,
What?
just sit there and don't let him push your buttons.
Okay.
That's the ease, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can do that.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
So I have a newborn son with my fiance, and I know that he's my son for sure. And I know, and
How do you know for sure?
Because he's
Well-
white.
be-
Ma'am.
because the woman who gave birth to him has been with me and only me for the past 3 years now. That's how I know that he is my son. And he does, despite being a newborn, having a little newborn face, he does look like me. I can tell. So, but anyway. What she's asking for, she does not need financial compensation from me to support possibly our daughter. And the other factor she didn't take into consideration.
Wait a minute. Did I hear that right? Let me rewind.
Yeah, he said,
Wait, did I hear that right as well, y'all? I am equal opportunity. Give it straight down the middle here. No fluff, no chaser. Here's the thing. I don't care if it's a one-night stand. I don't care if it's 72 hours, you've been in it for 20 years. If that is your kid, take care of your goddamn kid, okay? Just because one parent makes more than the other and that you haven't been involved does not justify the fact of saying that you should not be financially on the hook here. See, it's men like this here that gives all of us here a bad goddamn look, okay? I gotta call this out here. I hate the child support system, but the child support system that we have in 2022 is in place because of motherfuckers like him. Okay, now if this is possibly your kid here, it doesn't matter how much the other parent makes here. You have to provide, okay? You are the father. This kid needs the dad in her life. And on top of that too, if you want to make sure your kid has the best, just because she makes good money, doesn't mean that you're not supposed to financially do what you're supposed to do as well. You're supposed to want to be a dad and do what's that. if it is his kid here. Now, another thing I want to push back onto as well, that he said that he's got a newborn and looks like him. So that this black baby, mixed biracial baby, does not look like him? Is that's what he pushing here? Because just because the kid is biracial and doesn't have your skin tone, are there traits that you can see that this kid is yours here? And on top of that too, reason why he's pushing back right now is one thing to take care of one child, is one thing to come in the bat here, and then you're gonna have two out of nowhere, like he had twins, but it's gonna be worse because he's paying child support for a 9-year-old. And you wanna know something? The woman he's been with for 3 years, who's apparently white, is not gonna be happy seeing this black baby running around, well, not a baby no more, this black kid running around the house with her white baby. Okay, that's what's going on here. And then let me add another point. He does have a right to have some questions because it did happen in 72 hours and he doesn't know her. So from that standpoint, I can understand. But you wanna know something? We 9 years in the game, baby. You should have done something by now. So you know what though? I can't hold your hand and coddle you. You are a man and you need to do what you're supposed to do. At least find out it's yours and don't act like a Pookie and Ray Ray, which it could be yours here now. So let's continue.
Need. Let me
I'm sorry.
rewind that. You said she does not need money from you. So let me make sure I got that right.
Because she makes so much more than me.
Right. So even if it is your child,
Right.
she still doesn't need to get money from you?
In my opinion, this is what she's doing here right now has nothing to do with needing money. It has to do with jealousy. She's trying to interfere with my relationship with my new son and my fiance.
Baby, I care less about that, okay? Two things for certain, one for sure. I care less about that.
Excuse me. I
I'm
thought we
sorry.
weren't going to allow him to push your button.
Judge, you're a judge.
I
Thank
left
you.
one button out. I'm
got
sorry.
buttons.
Thank
Well,
you.
I've gathered all my buttons and you ain't gonna push
Well,
them.
you
I got a
know,
whole control panel.
excuse
nobody
me,
asked you
excuse
that.
me. The only
You're
person
so
that's going
freaking
to be,
childish.
excuse me, the only person that's going to be pressing buttons up here is me.
I'm trying not to
Okay,
push his
Judge.
head.
Well, we're definitely not going to do that because then the bailiff will have to escort you out, and then I'll more than likely dismiss your case. So that wouldn't be a good thing, right?
Judge
The
is on
both
one
of you-
today, ain't she?
Ultimately, the both of you are
She
here
on
for
one.
thing. You all want to find out if he is indeed the father of your daughter. Is that correct?
Yeah, sure.
Seems like a weird place to do that. I don't see a DNA kit anywhere nearby.
Oh, now
Oh, well,
you're
we do
challenging her
that. We do that
circumstance.
in a different area.
Stupid.
We have.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh,
that
my
wasn't very
God.
nice.
Well, it wasn't nice for him to dish your courtroom either. I'm just saying.
No,
What?
No disrespect to your court, ma'am.
I don't take offense to that because I don't sit up and let people push my buttons often. All right. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to reset this pending DNA results. Now, if for any reason the child does come back, well, the DNA test does come back and you are the father, you will have to start paying child support being ordered today, all right?
Can I respond to that, Judge, if I may? We were in what amounted to a long one-night stand. We never committed ourselves to each other. I wasn't even aware that she gave birth until like a week after it happened.
Lies.
No, I was never
I
told
called
that.
Excuse me, Miss McKinney,
Yes, Your Honor. It's the lies.
it's the buttons. Woosah. Okay? Now, to your point, I was looking here through
It's the buttons, y'all.
this Texas family code looking for where it says that you have to be in a relationship with somebody to not have to pay child support, and it doesn't exist.
Well, she never, said. I was under the impression, from what I remember.
Wait a minute, you under the impression that you being a Pookie and Ray Ray here. You a grown ass man here in 2022, and you hear the logic that's coming out of his head that just because of the one night stand, I shouldn't be responsible. Men, you see how dumb he's acting here? You know this the case here. He was just trying to run out the shot clock here. It's this mentality that is jacking up men every day. But let's continue and finish this off here. I wanted to point that out. Guys, you know better.
Remember that she was on birth control. Now that may be my faulty memory, but I never entered
But
into this
even
relationship
still,
with any intention.
let's just be clear. Birth control or not, a 9-year-old child is here. These are the facts. A 9-year-old child is here who deserves support, not only from her mother, but from her potential father as well. So we are going to reset this matter, get some DNA testing done. So to my original thought, if you are the father, you will start paying child support being ordered as of today, all right? If he is not the father, you can come back to court and petition as many people. Now, don't take that offensive. I'm not saying that you just been with everybody or anything like that, but you can come back and petition as many people as necessary, because this child, as I just stated, deserves to have the support from not only her mother, but from her potential father as well. So, do you all have any questions about what you're going to do?
No, Your Honor.
No.
No? Okay. And you have to make your daughter available for testing as well.
She's available.
Okay.
She's here.
Okay. So we can go ahead and get that taken care of today.
Oh, yes, we could.
Okay. So we'll reset y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, guys, so we have to wait for the DNA results here. But before regarding that here, let me just level set a few items here. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is what we talk about, dick discipline. Having one night stands and not protecting your seed, fellas. Now, and then if you really are on this type of mentality, this Pookie and Ray Rayism, acting like, well, if it's a one night stand, I shouldn't be on the hook with the child here. Or she never told me about it, judge, so I don't think I'm responsible. Or this kid doesn't even look like me. These are just irresponsible answers and the jacked up mentality that will keep us buried and not get into our full potential. Fellas, you go ahead and choose the wrong woman. I'm not saying she's the wrong woman. You choose the wrong woman for at the wrong night, or the right woman with the wrong night. You know what I'm saying? You guys see what I'm saying here? And it can jeopardize everything that you built up here. Also, too, ladies, you have to choose wisely as well. She on a trip in DC here and not protecting herself properly with protection. And now you're raising a kid with some guy who doesn't want nothing to do with you or your baby. This is on both sides of the street that I'm going to showcase here, where both chose wrong. Both are responsible. And who's at risk here? This 9-year-old kid who doesn't even know who her father is right now. This is what happens when we have this free love, no liberal lifestyle that you can go ahead and do what you want to do, and then you get pregnant, a baby comes along, and then you got to go back and forth in the court system for 10 years just trying to figure out what the hell is going on. But you know what, guys? This story's not over yet. We need the DNA results. So you know what that means? You guys got to come back tomorrow. That's right. We'll have the results tomorrow. You come back here and we're going to see exactly what happens here. But you know what, though? Before we end off here, what do you think about my commentary? What do you think about the judge here? And we think about this couple so far leading up to this point. I want to see in the comments section. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. I'll see you tomorrow for the results.
Oh,